Literature is the most agreeable way of ignoring life, said that Fernando Pessoa. Firstly, what is it, literature? Literature is basically a way to communicate, teach, and learn. Literature in its simplest version can be defined as an expression of the culture of the human being and appears in different times and places. A writer is a person who uses written words in different styles and techniques to communicate ideas. Writers produce different forms of literature, art, and creative writing such as novels, short stories, books, poetry, plays, and essays, as well as other reports and news articles that may be of interest to the public. For example, Agatha Christie. Full name: Dame Agatha's longest play, The Monster. She was born on September 50th, 1890, in Torquay, Devon. She was the youngest child in the family of wealthy American settlers. She got excellent home education. With the start of the First World War, Agatha applied to work as a nurse at the hospital. She liked this occupation and found it rather useful. Later on, she worked as a pharmacist at the chemist, and that influenced many of her stories. More than 80 crimes from her fiction were committed by poison. The next is Dumas Davy, the La Poultry. Was born in 1882 in Villers-Cotterêts, the department of Austen, in Picardy, France. Dumas was a prolific writer of essays, short stories, and novels, as well as plays and travelogues. He achieved widespread success with the novels The Count of Monte Cristo and The Three Musketeers, initially published as serials. These novels made Dumas a household name in France and popular author throughout much of Europe. Charlotte Bronte was a famous English novelist, poet, and educator. She was born in a rather religious family on April 21st, 1860. Her father was a priest who was later appointed as a vicar. Her mother died when she was still a child. She began writing at a rather early age. To be precise, when she was only 10, all her early works were filled with accent Bironi colonies found in Africa. Poetry was definitely her cup of tea. After graduating from high school, Charlotte stayed and worked there as an educator, teacher of English. The next one, Jane Austen, was a well-known British novelist and the author of several masterpieces. She was also known as the First Lady of English Literature and the founder of the so-called Novel of Manners. She was born in a small town of Hampshire, country of December 1825. In fact, Austen's works are on the curriculum of most British colleges and universities. Her early books contained light portrait descriptions, whereas her later novels presented more ironic and contemptuous demonstrations. Thank you for your attention.